I think all of our childhood memories got reinvigorated with the announcement that the original cast of Hera Fairy is returning on the big screen. The trio of Akshay Kumar, Sunil Shetty, and Paresh Rawal took us on a laughter-filled journey with both the installments. And while the source material for both films were borrowed from Ramji Rao speaking in Lock, Stock and Two Smoking Barrels, one can't deny the fact that the movies were extremely enjoyable and hilarious. The oscillating nature of the third installment has definitely played with the hearts of loyal film fans. From a cancelled project that had the likes of John Abraham and Abhishek Bachchan and got shelved after being under production to the possibility of Kartik Aaryan being considered as a replacement for Akshay Kumar. One wondered whether the dream of the original trio reuniting is done and dusted. But as it got confirmed that the original three are back to entertain us, all the brilliant moments from the film came rushing back to me. Are they going to recreate this iconic moment? The organic chemistry that they'll share together? I hoped and prayed Priya Darshan joins the party to be at the helm of affairs. And then rumors started spreading that Farhad Samji might be taking up the director's role for the third film, the director of Houseful 4 and Bachchan Pandey. This made me worried about the gags and low-hanging fruit jokes that will inundate the film's screenplay, the lack of ingenuity that will exist, and why Neeraj Vora's comic timing and writing will be essentially missed, having such an important role in comedic films in the mid-2000s. So while I want to look at the glass half full, I worry about the content and storyline of the new installment, hoping and praying it just isn't an easy cash grab for the creators to bank on the nostalgia of the franchise and a genuine attempt to revive the sad state of affairs with comedy in Bollywood. I wanted to get that out of my chest as today's video focuses on some unpopular movie opinions that you may hate me for. We don't want things to get ugly post this episode, so let's keep things civil and do an active discussion regarding the same in the comments below. And you also do chime in on what are your unpopular movie opinions that you've been hesitant to say in the public discourse. So here is Tried&Refused Productions with 8 very unpopular Indian movie opinions you may hate me for. Sonakshi Sinha is an underrated actor. One of the most popular things to do online regarding film criticism is to trash on actors from film families because the equation only is that they come from privilege and don't deserve any opportunities. Irrespective of that hate-fueled narrative that seems to persist and let's be honest, sometimes is justified, what I realized upon rewatching 2 movies recently, both Lutera and Kalank, is that Sonakshi Sinha is an actor absolutely marred in public opinion mainly due to her film choices instead of her acting ability. Being the flowerpot +1 in commercial ventures created this narrative that she has zero capability as a performer, and while the actor and the reception she gets is a product of the years of mediocre and forgettable work in big commercial films, whenever she has gone out on the limb, mind you only briefly, she has stood out as a very confident and nuanced performer, especially as Paki in Lutera and Satya in Kalank. While the court of public opinion loves to bash her and label her as absolutely incompetent, I actually think she has the ability to surprise everyone when placed in a film that actually sheds light on her rather than her just playing second fiddle. The Night Manager was great. Another bandwagon that sells like hotcakes online is to dismiss the quality of any movie or show just under the pretext of it being a remake. The Night Manager released on Hotstar and it can be debated as being an adaptation of the book or a remake of the UK version, but everyone seemed to be up in arms in wanting to hate the series even before its release. While I don't understand the strategy behind releasing part 2 in June, assuming the show has the same hype as Stranger Things on Netflix, I actually quite enjoyed the 4 episodes of the show. Contrary to popular opinion, I thought the show was slick, adapted to an Indian context well, it looked aesthetically marvelous, and especially Aditya Roy Kapoor and Anil Kapoor seem to have understood the assignment bang on. Tilotama Shome, however, being my personal favorite. It may be the first time I've seen reviews complaining about the lead actor being too pretty and it being distracting for them. The frivolous nature of that criticism aside, I actually thought that the show was a breeze. I may not be so invested or hyped to wait for 3 to 4 months in careful anticipation for part 2, but I think a lot of people jumped the gun in thinking that the show will be underwhelming. In hindsight, I think it was quite engaging. The Andhadhun Remakes pale in comparison. Coming to remakes and the case of judging the movie based on their merit and what they got right or wrong, I recently saw both the Malayalam and Telugu remakes of Andhadhun, and I have to say that both paled in comparison to the Hindi version. The Malayalam version starring Prithvi Raj titled Brahmam just did not pack the zany humor and wicked turncoat of the original film. While I respect Prithvi Raj as an artist, the lackluster music and Unni Mukundan and Mamta Mohandas' stale performances, especially compared to Manav Vij and Tabu respectively, did not help its case. I think the Telugu version starring Nitin missed the mark even more in making the film stand on its own 2 feet. A lackluster beat-by-beat generic narrative led by especially a very below-average performance by Tamanna as the wicked Simran. Both remakes of the inventive, funny and highly engaging Andhadhun just could not match up to the Sriram Raghavan creation in my eyes, and especially what Tabu brought to the table with her wicked intentions as Simi. Long way to go for the audience. One of the first films that introduced me to Malayalam cinema was Mumbai Police, starring Prithvi Raj, and when I heard that Telugu film creators were doing its remake, especially mounted by notable producers, I thought it was such a brave move. As I hear anecdotes, however, of the straight up rejection that the film got from a basic idea point of view and the lewd and insensitive comments that were being passed during its screenings, especially the climax, and for those who have seen Mumbai Police will know what I'm talking about, it makes me think that there's still a long way to go for the audience to accept themes regarding sexual orientation in the commercial space. We in this echo chamber online may think that we have progressed a lot regarding these themes, but the ground reality is extremely far from what we perceive. But kudos to actors like Sudhir Babu and the Telugu creators for taking such a massive risk. Tu Jhooti Main Makkar songs and choreography. With most of the songs that have released with Tu Jhooti Main Makkar, my favorites being Pyar Hota Kai Baar Hai, especially because of the choreography, and Tere Pyar Mein because of the Arijit Preetham combo nailing the feel-good vibe. I think I was the most underwhelmed by Show Me the Thumka. While the music video itself has a vibrant aesthetic and it seems like both the leads are having fun, I thought the choreography was totally misplaced by Polki Vijay of O Antava fame and Ganesh Acharya. Mimicking almost the same raw energy of the Telugu song, the Pushpa number in my eyes, owing to the grungy sexual appeal, actually made sense. But to translate the same for a more vibrant, peppy Bollywood number almost seemed uncomfortable to me, wasting in my eyes capable dancers like Ranbir and Shraddha and making the poor guy do less steps and more kasrat. The songs of the film have mostly hit the mark, but I was terribly underwhelmed by the choreography of Show Me the Thumka. It might be too late for Adipurush. I think the debacle that happened with the reception Adipurush received after dropping its teaser is so damaging that it might be too late for the creators to polish anything. For a film that is entirely shot in a studio, only a case of digital rendering mastery can help this project. And it's a much believed notion that to revive the same hype for a film after delays is almost next to impossible. For a film that was anticipated so much, was mounted on such a huge scale, and for it to star a lead with one of the most loyal fan bases, I worry that it may be too late for Adipurush to be revived in any way, and the safest bet that Prabhas really has for a comeback with a bang is Salar with Prashant Neel. Rangasthalam is miles above Pushpa. I know Sukumar's most popular and successful commercial venture is Pushpa, and I shouldn't jump the gun of the magic he may have conjured up in part 2. But my god, upon rewatching Rangasthalam last night, I feel like the narrative, holistic impact and sheer memorable moments makes that Sukumar venture so much more superior than Pushpa. It still holds up so well, man. The world building, the ominous foreshadowing, Sukumar's conviction, DSP elevating so many sequences and being in such fine form. Ramcharan's naivety transitioning to a man fueled by vengeance is so convincing, and it really accounted for such an engaging watch, even though I saw it for the second time. I know people are huge fans of Pushpa, but for me, Rangasthalam is one of Sukumar's, if not his best work. The Imran Khan era. One of my biggest pet peeves is to look at reels reminiscing about the era of Imran Khan and titling those videos with the phrase "Lautao" or "Times were simpler when Imran did Bollywood romance." Because what people fail to acknowledge as they ride on this trip of nostalgia or memory lane is that Imran was trolled for his lack of range even before the age of social media and came under heavy scrutiny in the public eye as a one-trick pony. The actor, mostly known for his charming looks, was never lauded for his acting talent, and contrary to popular belief, most of his films either were average grossers or tanked at the box office. So while people would want Imran to return or only look at his time at the movies with glossy tinted sunglasses, one should think about the fact that there might be a reason he took a step back from films. And that was the video, guys. Write down in the comments below your unpopular opinions regarding Indian movies. Please don't forget to follow me on Instagram. The handle is right in front of you. Follow me at JammyPants4. Also, please support us by smashing the like button and subscribing to our channel for weekly content ahead. Thank you for watching.